These rocket sentries originally fired lasers. We switched from lasers to rockets after we introduced the glass-breaking mechanic, mainly because glass shattering in a massive rocket explosion turned out to be a lot more satisfying than glass just slowly being melted by a laser. Originally, they also spoke, just like the bullet turrets. Because players often redirect the rockets with their backs to the turret, however, a distinct, uncluttered sound cue was required. The voice simply added too much noise to the rocket redirect mechanic.
Breaking this tube gives players a chance to test out their newly trained rocket redirecting and glass breaking skills in a slightly different context, which helps cement the training.
There you are. Put me down. Uh-oh. Please put me down.
This massive turret ambush was originally a lot more massive, with turrets that dropped from the ceiling and popped out of surprise hatches. In fact, for a while, it was the game's climactic battle. Through playtesting, we learned that this type of pure combat experience didn't really fit with the preceding few hours of player training. Over several iterations, we toned down the combat and made the room more about using portal momentum to fling yourself great distances, a skill that playtesters really enjoyed using, and that's a key component of what eventually became our final battle.
Activate. I used to. I don't blame you.
Originally, these catwalks were decorative, but playtesters consistently thought they were significant and often spent a lot of time trying to reach them. We didn't want to stand between people and their desire to walk on the catwalks, so we redesigned the area to make catwalks not only accessible, but also necessary to proceed.
Fiction behind this red phone is that while GLaDOS was being developed, it was somebody's job to sit by it. And if it ever looked like the AI was becoming sentient and godlike, that person would pick up the phone and call somebody to come help. In the point in time where the actual game takes place, it's become obvious that the Aperture Science red phone plan didn't 100% work out.
Isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you.
So when they told me that there was going to be a song at the end, I thought,
that wasn't
well,
supposed to
all
happen.
right, who's
Do
going to
you
write
see
the
that thing that
song?
fell out of me? What is that?
And they told
It's
me there
not
was
a
going to be a
surprise.
song
I've
written
never
by
seen it
Jonathan
before.
Colton. And
Never
I
mind,
listened
it's a mystery
to
I'll
a
solve
song
later
that
by
Jonathan
myself.
had written, and
Because
it
you'll
was
be
very
dead.
funny, very
Where are
clever.
you taking that thing?
So I thought at that point, well, you know, this will be okay. But I am an
wouldn't bother
opera
with
singer,
that
so
thing.
usually
My
I sing.
guess is that touching it will just make your life even worse somehow.
And I thought, well, will I be able to have the
I don't
right
want to
style
tell you
for
your
the song?
business,
So I
but
was
if it were
concerned.
me, I'd leave that thing
But then
alone.
before the recording, they sent me an MP3 file of
Do
the
you think I'm
song,
trying to trick you
and
with
I
reverse
listened to it with
psychology?
Jonathan
I mean,
singing
seriously
it.
now.
But I loved the little song. And at home, as I practiced the little song, I tried to, get back to GLaDOS's voice.
Did you just set that Aperture Science thing, we don't know what it does, into an
Is this
Aperture
tiny
Science
little
emergency
passive-aggressive
intelligence incinerator?
computer
That has got to be the dumbest
who's
thing
all
that-
alone
Whoa.
until people try to come in and murder her. So of course she gets upset. But she seems to have this real affinity for cake. And I want to play the game because I want to recreate the cake recipe and then put Portal on it and be able to serve it to my friends when they come over.
So get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emission.
GLaDOS, the rogue disk operating system that now runs Aperture Science, went through a bunch of design iterations. Earlier versions included a floating brain, a sprawling spidery mechanism, and an upside-down version of Botticelli's Rise of Venus built out of robot parts and wire. Eventually, we settled on a huge mechanical device with a delicate robotic figure dangling out of it, which successfully conveys both GLaDOS's raw power and her femininity.
You and giving you good advice aren't mutually exclusive. The rocket really is the way to go. That thing you burned up isn't important to me. It's the fluid catalytic cracking unit. It made shoes for orphans. Nice job breaking it, hero. This isn't brave. It's murder. What did I ever do to you? The difference between us is that I can feel pain. You don't even care, do you?
Did you wrong me?
I said you don't care. Are you listening? That's it. I'm done reasoning with you. Starting now, there's going to be a lot less conversation and a lot more killings.
Who are you? What is that? That thing has no...
What was that? Did you say something? I sincerely hope you weren't expecting a response, because I'm not talking to you. The talking is over.
You're the lady from the test.
You think you're doing some damage?
2 + 2 is...
In base 4, I'm fine. I let you survive. Well, you've managed to destroy that part of me. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to now, I can't get the neurotoxin into your head any faster. I'd just like to point out that you were given every opportunity to succeed. There was even going to be a party for you. A big party that all your friends were invited to. I invited you because... Neurotoxin. So deadly. Joking.
Kidding. Dead.
There was a massive sarcasm quote. I could take a bath in this stuff, put it on cereal, rub it right into my eyes. Honestly, it's not deadly at all.
To me.
You, on the other hand, are going to find its deadliness a lot less funny. Who's gonna make the cake when I'm gone? You. Look, you're wasting your time. And believe me, you don't have a whole lot left to waste. What's your point anyway? Survival. Well then, the last thing you want to do is hurt me. I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in case something terrible happens to you. Which it's just about to. Don't believe me? Here, I'll put you on. That's you. That's how dumb you sound. You've been wrong about every single thing you've ever done, including this thing. You're not smart. You're not a scientist. You're not a doctor. You're not even a full-time employee. Where did your life go so wrong? Are you trying to escape? Things have changed since the last time you left the building. What's going on up here will make you back in here. I have an infinite capacity for knowledge, and even I'm not sure what's going on outside. All I know is I'm the only thing standing.
Unless you have a plan for
Building some simple computer parts in a big hurry. This place isn't going to be safe much longer.
Good job on that, by the way. Sarcasm safe, sarcasm complete. Stop